All right.
Hey, sorry.
Hi.
Hello everybody. So, I bought me a nice drilling machine some weeks ago. And I want to use it now and do something here on the booth. Unfortunately, I don't have the right drills at the moment as I bought it and it was not the right drill with it. Toby, I see you have a really nice set of drills. May I borrow one of you?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks a lot. Can I have the big one?
Feel free.
Okay, so up. So now, okay, we're ready to rumble here, huh? Okay, now we want to drill here. No, I'm
Shouldn't
not.
do that.
I don't do a hole in the nice screen. What we showed with this sharing a drill is exactly what we want to talk about the next 10 minutes, but not sharing drills. We are talking about sharing data. So, Toby, what is a typical use case in an industrial environment to share data?
Yeah. So we brought here a little example to explain this a bit further. So in our example, we have a machine builder and the customers. And in our example, the machine builder is selling the robots to the customers, and they shall use it, of course.
What do you mean with use? Is it producing cars or tools or gummy bears?
Yeah, maybe not gummy bears, but yes, the rest,
Okay.
I think so. But they, of course, also have to use the data.
Using data mean you analyze it internally of your plant to make some process more efficient or make more reliable or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if you can share the data not only internally of your plant, but with your supplier, like with your machine builder, as I assume the machine builder knows the robot best?
Yeah, absolutely. One prerequisite, of course, here is that the customer has to share the data first. But as soon as this has happened, the machine builder can use the data and can create new services out of it, new business model out of it, and then he can sell it back to the customer.
Services like dashboarding for the data, or services like predictive or preventive maintenance, or the usage recommendations to the customer or to the user of the robot.
Yeah.
Okay, exactly for this use case, what you see here on the screen, we developed MindSphere Cross-Tenancy. And let's look inside how easy it is, how it looks like in MindSphere. So we again have the two parties. One is the customer, the blue one, and one is the machine builder, the green one. So I'm the green one, you're the blue one.
Yeah.
So what would be the first step here in this situation? What I have to do in MindSphere to share data cross-tenancy or over borders or in different locations?
So in our example, I'm the guy who wants to share the data with you.
Okay.
And so the first step which I have to take is I have to send you and invite you with a collaboration.
And I can deny it or I can accept it, but I know you already and I trust you, so I will accept.
Thanks a lot. So as soon as this has been done, so I have to go to my asset manager, because this is the base where I can find my machines, and the machine is the location where I can find all the data, and then I select the machine I want to share with you.
And again, I can decide if I want to accept this sharing.
Yep.
So assume I'm accepting it, and after this I can use the data like it would be in your tenant. It is now in my tenant. I can use the data in standard tools or in any tool what I have in MindSphere.
Yep.
For example, the fleet manager can look inside, can use my specific knowledge of, for example, the robot, and create this kind of businesses to sell it back to you or to support you with my knowledge.
Yeah. Really cool. So the reason, or what you can see here, is just a simple theory, and we have shown this to you. So just to explain you, it just takes a few steps to share some data in MindSphere. It's really easy. And now, of course, we have seen the theory, and now we want to show it in practice.
Exactly. Now we go live and we look how it looks like in MindSphere. So you see here my screen, and when we are starting, we have two different tenants. So the one tenant is the customer tenant.
That's me.
Your tenant, yes. And the other one is my tenant. This is the DevLins, in this case, is the machine builder tenant.
Yeah.
So as a remember, we have to create a collaboration. What is the first what I have to do?
So the first step is you go to My Settings app.
Okay.
And then, you can't see it absolutely, but if you go down a bit on the left side, you can see the collaboration.
Yeah, here is it.
Yeah, there. And then in the right upper corner now, you have to offer a collaboration.
Okay, here.
So, and here now I have to enter your tenant name, because you are the party I want to share.
Okay, so the tenant is DevLins. You see it here, DevLins. or Linz-Dev in this case, and then we are...
Accept the legal notice, of course.
Yes.
And then we can click on offer.
May I? Okay.
Yeah,
No, good.
feel free.
Okay. So now I could see it in my tenant, right?
Yep.
I have to do the same, so I go also to my settings. Let's go with this in the settings in my tenant. And I see it here already, here in the collaboration. I see this little blue circle with this one. I can click on it, and I can, as I said, see which tenant was it, and I can now accept it, or I can decline it. But as we already discussed, we are accepting it, so I have some legal things I have to click, and this is important because everybody should be aware what we are doing here. So this is a reason we are doing this explicit here. Yes, yes, I want to accept it, and yes, I want to have a collaboration. And now you see here on the top, collaboration is established, and if I do a F5 here on your side, you see also here is established collaboration. And
very good.
So, next step would be sharing the data.
Yes. So for this, again, on my tenant side, we have to go to the asset manager.
Okay. The asset manager where we find all the machines, right?
Yes. Yeah. And now we have to select the machine which we want to share.
What is the name of the machine?
It's called My Machine.
My Machine. Okay. Okay, here it is.
And so here, then go up to the right upper corner again and share the asset.
Is it really so easy?
It is.
Okay, but I have
and
to
then now I have to select you because you're again the tenant.
Okay, Dev Linz. Here it is, and sharing.
And then go to share.
Okay. And next step, I want to see now if the sharing appeared in my own tenant. So I go to my own tenant on the right side here, select the asset manager, and already you will see, yes, here's a little blue circle also with a 1. So there is one asset, a shared asset arrived in my tenant. I can see where it comes from. I can click on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can again see where it comes from and can accept it here. Or decline, but again, I want to accept it here. So now the legal thing, yes, yes, and accept again here. So, and now everything is fine, and we share data. So how I can be sure that we really share the data? How can I see it? How can I be sure that it worked?
Yeah, so you're almost there. So if you go to my fleet manager, because this is the area where we can see if the machine has some data inside. Takes a bit. And then just again look for the machine.
Yeah, my machine.
Select it. Okay, the time zone.
I have to change the time zone. Yeah, here.
And okay, we have some data inside. Very good.
So let's do this on my side too.
Let's see.
I also look for the machine. So I find it under the tenant which is sharing the data. So it's your tenant here. There I find one asset. This my machine asset. Here it is. And now I can also go to the right side and click on Go to Fleet Manager. This is, by the way, a little nice feature, a shortcut directly to the Fleet Manager. If you already use MindSphere, you will find this really, really helpful. And then you go here to change to UTC time. And again, you see the same data, what you also see on the original tenant. Is it the same data or is it a copy?
No, it's not a copy. This is really important. So what we are doing here is we provide you a direct access to my data, which means we don't have to send the data around. You just get a direct click, and then you're on my data and
so
can use it.
I can use it now like on your tenant. I can use it. This is really something exactly what I need.
Yeah.
So, but what we showed the last 3 minutes, how easy it is, only 7 steps to share the data. How would it look like when you see this in a perspective of a lot more business, on a more business view, this sharing functionality?
So to answer this question, maybe let's go one step back and have a look into the past. In the past, so what kind of data were typically shared? So we maybe have a use case like download a log file from the machine and then send it around via email, but that's basically it. And the way we could earn money was maybe via time-based customer service contracts or maybe via an on-call service. But this was the business we have done so far.
Okay, but today with MindSphere Cross-Tenancy, you can connect a customer with a supplier on a continuous basis. And not only continuously, you also do this, or we do this securely, because security, data security is a really, really hot topic for everything what we do in MindSphere, and especially when we're sharing data. The data security is one of the highest priorities here. And this gives you now the possibility to extend your services with new data-driven services like we had on the first slide, with this predictive maintenance services, with recommendations, with reports, dashboarding, and so on, and can hopefully earn more money with this. But how it looks like in the future, it gives us more possibilities in the future, or?
Yeah, so, well, at the moment what we have seen is that we have connected 2 tenants, but of course we can also think about to connect more than just the 2, yeah, so connect whoever you want.
You mean more tenants and more data, all kind of data?
Absolutely.
Like weather data and data from my employees and data from the ERP system and machine data. And I don't know what we can do out of it, but it looks for me that it gives a totally new possibilities for the future.
That's the idea behind it, yeah? Just take the data, and then you can think about business models which we maybe do not even imagine today, yeah? So we can do whatever we want. This is exactly the case.
That sounds really promising. So if you also think this is something interesting for you, if you want to share data, if you want to do the first steps, so we are really happy and exciting to help you, support you, come over. Here on our booth, you see it where we are, but this is about 10 meters away here, behind this walls here, and we are happy to help you doing the first steps in sharing data and winning. Thanks a lot.
Siemens, ingenuity for life.